good? What's good? Welcome back to another Shit Talk Saturday with your UNAB crew. What's good? How you feeling, Rich?
We made the deadline of Saturday.
It's still Saturday. Yeah. We couldn't do it on Super Bowl Sunday.
No, absolutely not.
So it was now or never.
Yeah, but I'm definitely good. My wife and daughter are not here. They're in North Carolina. They're on their way back though. So I went to go play Pokemon, the TCG version. Ended up coming in second at the tournament.
Yeah.
Talk about black men don't cheat. He was on the way to go do some nerdy shit. Hang out with the fellas, baby.
I want my wife to leave the house so that I could go do nerd shit like play Pokemon all day. Like, so I'm like, hey, I'm going to the card shop, and she'll call me, and it's like 12 o'clock when I say I'm leaving. She'll call me. It's 8:30 at night. She's like, where you at? At the card shop. You're still there? Yeah. This is where I want to be. If I could like build my home and just throw a bed in the back, I would.
Wow.
Absolutely would.
If you've ever wondered how to kidnap Rich, this is how. He spelled it out for you. Lay out the car parks.
If you pull up next to me in a dusty van, say, you want some of these Pokemon cards? Bro, I'm getting in.
Rich, I got some red shinies in this car.
I'm getting in. Scoot over.
Make room.
How y'all been?
I have been good, dog. The 6 a.m. has been kicking my ass. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, it feels like working for the military all over again, where it's like just like a large fucking quantity. It's like being in the kitchen making like 1,200 lunches a day.
Right.
It's a crucial job. Like, it's like, dog. But you know, it's $19 an hour plus they about to give me a raise in 90 days, so everything's
bad.
Hey Brett, what's good?
Yo,
hey Brad, what up?
But yeah, so I quit my job today. That's the biggest news in my life.
That's how she started.
Yeah.
So you needed a change in scenery. So you changed your hair, put on lipstick, and then decided to quit.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens when something drastic happens in a woman's life. They change their hair. It's the first thing they do. Usually they chop it off. I didn't. I went with flat ironing it. As opposed to doing work on Friday, I chose to flat iron my hair. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wash it. I'm gonna flat iron it. Then I got some emails. I looked at them, and I said, I'm gonna quit. That was my response. It was like, what are you gonna do? To meet this
because you got emails, you quit.
I saw the email was like, what are you gonna do to meet this quota? And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna quit. That's probably what I'm gonna do.
She called me. She's like, I don't know how to respond to this. I don't know what I should say. And I'm like, I'm not a big fan of holding on to anything for too long.
So your answer was to quit.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, that was my response.
What Beyonce said?
That is exactly what Beyonce said. To quit my job if it was not serving me, and it was no longer serving.
Beyonce gets paid like $280 million.
She absolutely does.
And Beyonce said, I don't argue with these basic bitches. I just raise my price.
Exactly.
And that's what she did.
Yeah.
But so now the price is zero because you don't have a job.
Hey man, sometimes you gotta set a price to negotiate.
I have to take my talents elsewhere.
She in the South Beach with her ball, Playboy.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll talk more. Okay. But I had to definitely hit Brad, and I was like, so I hope this doesn't mess up your interview. But luckily, he's already taken care of his interview. That got out the way.
Hey, baby.
Yes. Speaking of quitting your jobs and Beyonce, this week, Beyonce received the award of receiving the most Grammys of all time.
She received the title,
so, which is incredible because usually it's like the first Black woman or the first Black like you're just Beyonce. You're the GOAT of Grammy wins.
You know my name. Call it like it is. But Beyonce. If you the GOAT, you the GOAT.
Yeah.
And she the GOAT.
So
I would argue that the Grammys just necessarily have their, and I'm never going to be an artist, so I can say this. They have that, they pick niggas, right? The niggas that they like, only they win. The rest of you people, we don't really fuck with. It's like the white man said, "Oh, I have black friends." That's the Grammy. They few select niggas, and that's
I feel that.
J. Cole won a Grammy for a song that 21 Savage did. It wasn't even like his best song. It was a lot. Like that was the one. That's the one that got J. Cole's first Grammy.
Yeah. They will never. Sorry, CB. They will never give Chris Brown a Grammy.
Did you see how upset he was?
He can write.
Look, is this guy? He hit the Conor McGregor.
Do choreograph, outsell, and make 3 diamond and he will not get a Grammy. They will nominate him. He will not get a Grammy.
Yeah.
They just don't like you, bro. I'm sorry.
But speaking of incredible black people who are breaking records, LeBron, although I do have my personal views, which we've mentioned already on LeBron. LeBron is the all-time
you got off that show.
leading scorer in the NBA.
We rushed that marriage episode. We're going to get part 2 so me and Rich can watch LeBron break that record. And it was worth it. I regret nothing. I'm tired the next day.
I was sleepy as shit the next day.
It was worth it.
Regretting nothing.
Right?
Because he makes the shot and they pause the game. I ain't never seen them pause the game for a celebration.
Middle of the game.
Third
quarter.
All right, child, we're gonna give it a break right now. We got some All-Stars walking on the screen. We got some NBA legends, and it's like, is that Kareem just getting up?
They came out and they said had he been the last 4 or 5 minutes of the fourth quarter, they weren't going to stop that. They would have kept the game going and then did it after. But because he did it third quarter, they said we're going to stop the game. There was only 10 seconds left in the fucking quarter anyway.
Yeah. They weren't mad. They were winning. If I'm winning the game, and you stop it for a celebration,
he got his little award or whatever, but they still won, and that's how they took that. They were like, you know what, we'll give you this, but we also
you did a good job.
You don't get the W, and
but I'm gonna beat your ass tonight.
Yeah,
listen,
but that's a whole conversation. The Lakers and their team management is a whole nother conversation.
Hey man, they sat LeBron for a while that game. He just kept going in.
Coming out. I'm like, what is happening?
I was like, damn, I guess staying fresh and low management. But dog, are you gonna make the points or not?
It wasn't Brown wasn't that nigga had 38 of them hoes, so he wasn't the reason they lost.
No, absolutely, with the loss.
You know who the real reason they kept blaming though? Russ. What happened to Russ?
They gave that nigga away for a pack of bread and $4.
Hey, they got Mo Bamba though. He went from throwing hands with the who was he with? The Wizard? I mean, not the Wizards. The
Magic.
Magic. That's what I was thinking.
It's like
I was watching the Wizards game before I fell asleep.
Yeah. Who the fuck watches the Wizards game?
Me, nigga. Fuck you.
We live here.
Why?
The home team.
It's my home team.
Y'all actually root for them?
Yeah. The tickets are cheap.
That's dumb.
I'm not going to root against the team when the tickets are cheap. I go to all your games and root against you? That's dumb.
Yeah, because you suck.
So I mean, if the tickets are cheap, you can score some good games, or at least, if
the tickets are cheap, that's a clear indication that they suck because the tickets are cheap.
Hey, dog. Just because they suck don't mean I don't enjoy basketball. All right.
I mean, honestly,
I bet you college football tickets are more than Wizards basketball tickets. I promise you.
You said what?
I bet you college football tickets are more than Wizards professional basketball tickets.
That's hilarious.
They are. But that's not here. That's not the conversation that we have.
Crash.
But since you guys started talking about some of the trades this week,
we could talk about my boy from DC, KD. Did you see that trade?
KD to the Suns?
KD to the Suns meant the Suns shot up to the favorites to go to the finals. Like instant favorites. They went from like, oh, you know, it's so many teams that could win it to the Suns now have a chance. The Mavericks now have a chance because they traded out Kyrie and KD in the same day from the Nets.
Yeah, the Nets were blowing that shit up. But what makes me mad is that they purposely, like, the Nets were like, no, we're not going to deal with the Lakers. We don't give a fuck what they give us. You're not going to the Lakers. We'll give you anywhere else is what they told Kyrie. You're not going to the Lakers, so give that shit up.
Hey, all right, bro, you gonna put me with Luka? Yeah.
And he been balling since.
And that is a great combination. Like, I can't wait to see that. Like,
KD hurt, so we'll see when they actually make it to the finals. What happens? KD needs to win without Steph.
They gave up. They didn't give up DeAndre Ayton. They didn't give up Booker. They didn't give up CP3. All they got
out of the three people you just named, two of them are hurt, and KD's hurt.
But KD's coming back.
Win, nigga. Win, nigga.
Well,
you guys Kevin that.
Speaking of NBA teams, did you hear about Cam Thomas's fine that he received?
Bruh, that has to be the biggest whole shit in the world. Come on, NBA. Are we that serious? Because this nigga said no homo, you find him $40,000, yo.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And it wasn't even, I mean, it was no homo in the sense of they were talking about how they're a good looking team, that they are a better looking team than whatever team they were.
Yeah, he said, now that I'm here, we're a better looking team. You know, we're a good looking team. No homo.
Yeah, no homo. And they fined him $40,000.
$40,000. And he had to apologize immediately afterwards. I didn't mean to be insensitive or disrespect or hurt anybody's feelings. Bro, if your feelings was hurt because he said no homo, you a bitch. I'm gonna say it for him. You're a bitch. Because the man, in no context was the man being discriminatory at all.
Absolutely.
No. And I would sue the NBA for a fine like that.
I mean, yeah, I think sometimes you have to take into
account, bro.
You have to take into account slang and just, you know, I do understand that
40,000.
I mean, that's like if you were to say nigga on TV, like it's offensive to some people, but not to everybody.
I'm not about to pay $60,000.
But I was gonna say, but it's still like it's.
But that's what I'm saying. Even if you wanted to say, hey, look, bro, you need to go out and apologize because some people might take that as being you've been a little bit insensitive. Cool, I get it. You make the apology. You say, you know, hey, my bad. But to fine him $40,000, not $4,000, not $400, not $4, $40,000.
Not $4. $4 is
$4 is like. Oh, you want me to pay a $4 fine?
Got you. Take it out my next check,
bro. I don't care if 40,000 ain't that much to him, bro. I'd be mad as fuck.
Nah, 40,000 is a lot.
because the way I see it, it's not even.
Imagine, Rich, if you got fined 40,000 for every time you said something.
I would be broke as fuck.
Exactly.
I would owe
because
money.
It's something that you just say. It's not
even something that you consciously think about.
Yeah.
But I feel like you're trying to legit, like, you take people's free speech away. Not because you're saying, well, no, we're not saying that you can't say that, but I'm just going to fine you every time I think you say something insensitive. Every single time I think you say something insensitive.
Right. Now I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Yeah, I'm on my Marshall Lynch shit.
Right.
Because that fine is cheaper than $40,000.
Yeah. On some playful shit. Because he was joking, happy, jovial.
And said, no homo. And the guy knew it immediately. His teammate knew it immediately.
Said, they're gonna love that one.
Yeah. The guy knew it immediately. He was like, you're gonna get fined. His teammate was like, oh shit. The moment you said no homo, yeah, you're gonna get fined.
Yeah.
He knew that walking back to his locker. He's like, well, fuck, that cost me $40,000.
Yeah, but not $40,000. He ain't know that.
He probably didn't know how much, but he was like, yeah, that's gonna cost me
$500. You know, $1,000.
I can see like $1,500. Like you be like, look, $1,500. You know, like cool.
Give up your game check, but not the entire budget for like.
Bro, I shouldn't be fined game check. Nigga, no. The fuck? No homo means that I don't get paid for a whole game because I said no homo. We don't watch people get slapped on court and not get fined $40,000.
No, you
Facts.
right. Because like, I didn't watch what Draymond did to people, and he doesn't get.
All he did was get ejected.
Yeah.
I literally in the Wizards game we were just watched a player push a ref. They didn't even call a flagrant foul.
Bradley Beal definitely.
He just pushed him right into the fucking.
Looked at him,
looked at him, and pushed him. They didn't even call a foul. Like, what
probably called him a bitch on the way.
Right.
His face definitely looked like he did. Like he had a problem with him.
Yeah, I don't know about this one, NBA.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Oh, I can tell you, NBA. I don't know. That was dumb. That was exactly.
I do know about this one. That was dumb.
That
exactly.
But who y'all got going on tomorrow, or what y'all got planned for tomorrow?
So, I think that since sports betting is now legal in Maryland, I might throw a little bit of money towards Kansas. Although I do think that just because they're the underdog, and the winnings would be a lot better on that end. But
just rule.
Is Kansas?
Huh?
Is Kansas the underdog?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Eagles are the
Eagles are
favorable.
They were almost undefeated for a good chunk of the season until they
Eagles lost to like arguably two of the worst teams in the fucking league. You know, a team that doesn't even have a name. They're just called the football team.
Well, no. They have a name now. We just don't necessarily own it.
We don't understand
the Commanders
why they went with that name, so we don't use that name.
We
just call them Washington.
The football team. But yeah,
called the football team.
And I know you're not excited, but I'm excited for Rihanna's performance.
Rihanna.
I'm excited to be off of work, to be able to be home
and enjoy it. That's real.
Yeah.
I won't even be off of work. I'm still going to be at work. Hopefully the game starts after 6:00 my time, so I can be at home. But I still work tomorrow.
It should.
Yeah. Maybe.
Hopefully no one comes in because they want to go to the Super Bowl, but they want to watch the Super Bowl. But I know I'm going to have people that.
What I want to work out as I watch.
Oh, wait, do you guys have TVs?
I'm not putting it on.
Playing the Super Bowl.
I'm going to purposely tell them our TV is broken just so that I don't have to turn it on.
Well, then they'll leave. Then they'll leave.
Yeah. Put a sign on the door.
They'll be like, "Oh, the game's not on," because they'll come to the gym just to watch the game.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, the game's not on? Nope, game's not on.
That's healthier than going to the bar. At least you're on a treadmill watching that shit.
Maybe. Take your ass home.
But anyway, so speaking of, I guess racial slurs, or not racial, but whatever slurs. There was I don't know if you saw this video, but there was this video going around of this younger white man getting punched out at a hockey game for calling another white man a nigga. He got him the fuck out. He called him a nigga.
He took offense with that. I ain't nobody's nigga.
Hey, I mean, you can't just walk around saying shit and expect not to get punched.
Yeah.
Facts. I mean, maybe he felt safe because he was saying it to another white person.
Mm-hmm. So he felt like, oh, I'll get away with saying it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like when a toddler cuss for the first time and they say it out of context.
Exactly. Out of context completely. Like that makes sense. You said what?
As a toddler, cussed as a toddler, and not use the proper word.
I don't know. Snuggle says it all the time properly. It's insane to me. Huh?
He says fuck all the time.
Sometimes.
Not all the time, but when he says it, it is in the proper context. It is mind blowing.
He probably hears Jamal yell "What the fuck" all day long.
All the time.
What did he say the other day? I told him to find something. I was like, Snugs, go get that. Go get that. He said, I don't see it. So I go over and I grab it for him. And he goes, holy shit. And I was like, what? He was in real shock. That surprised him.
That's why I'm laughing.
I was waiting for him to be like, if it was a snake, it would have been me.
I was angry at the time. I'm like, you can't say that.
I watched my coworker's nephew she got on live on Instagram and she told her little nephew, she was like, tell somebody, hey, in the audience. And he walked up. He was like, fuck you, Chris. I swear to God, the kid is like 4. And she immediately turned it off.
That's hilarious.
So when I seen her at work the next day, I was like, you have the coolest nephew in the world. She was like, that little motherfucker bad, yo.
Oh, that is hilarious.
I mean, it's just out of nowhere. It was like some South Park shit. He was like, fuck you, Chris.
That's so funny.
But my kids are lame. They won't curse as much as, even though I tell them to, they won't do it. Well, my oldest son will now.
Even though I tell them to. You're the
other 2 won't. Fuck
Yeah,
them.
they're lame. Man, anytime I cuss, so I got in trouble.
Oh my gosh.
I try to get my kids to cuss. They won't.
So, I don't know if you heard, but Brett Favre is suing Shannon Sharp and others over the welfare scandal. So he's suing them for defamation of character.
How you gonna sue somebody for calling you out
for some shit you did?
Some shit you did.
Because he said, from his standpoint, he's not a part of the scandal. Mississippi did that shit, not him. But you attached him to the scandal that Mississippi did. That's defamation. Which is why, like, people like Unc, I'm sorry, bro, you're on national TV. You cannot call unless you know for sure. Like, the nigga go to jail for it and it's convicted of it. You can't call him a scam, thief, all this other stuff, because you don't know. And Brett Favre is a bitch. He'll sue you.
Yeah, he acting like a bitch right now.
He a bitch. He'll sue you.
How you gonna sue somebody because they called you out on a welfare scam that you did? Because if you were black and you did a welfare scam, how could you? Your burden of society.
We know for sure that Brett Favre was a part of that scandal.
There's text messages of him asking the fucking mayor or the governor or whatever, will anyone find out about this? Nigga, you're a part of it.
Like, when text messages start coming out and you're being subpoenaed and you're saying that's not me, but the text messages came from your phone, that's almost like saying R. Kelly didn't pee on the girl, but the urine came from him.
Why that example?
Because Riley used that example.
I don't know why we had to go there.
Right, that's what I was like, why that example?
I don't know why that example was given. It was like literally like 25 other examples you could have gave.
Well, I was watching the Boondocks the other day, and that example came to mind.
Well, speaking of being subpoenaed, Drake is being called into court.
Over the
the XX murder.
Tenacitone.
I
don't know what's harder to say, his name or Worcestershire sauce.
I think they're equally as difficult.
Yeah, for me, it's I'm sorry to say that's the most difficult.
So he's being called in for X's murder because right before he was murdered, he hopped on live and he said, "If I get murdered, it was Drake." And then he was murdered. Basically, his lawyer is saying
it's real hard to argue that.
And anybody else, if that happened to anyone else, if Rich were to get on live and say, "If I was murdered, it was Jamal," and then Rich dies immediately after, Jamal's gonna be investigated minimally. They're gonna ask.
Brittany's gonna be like, this nigga. He has video footage of him saying,
"It was this nigga."
It's that nigga, the one looking at him on camera. Look at him, and it's like, yeah, I mean, I can bring him in.
And Drake has not been investigated at all. So his lawyer is arguing that he needs to minimally be investigated. So Drake is being investigated.
I guess if you won't, bro, you come investigate me.
Depending on the state, they might actually use Drake.
I mean, he was killed in Florida. They already known to do some ignorant shit. It's Florida.
They might be one of them places that might be.
This is why, and it sucks because people always get upset. You gotta have security. Yes, nigga, I need security everywhere I go. Yep, I sure do. Facts. everywhere I go. If I'm a well-known person, whether I'm in my hometown, whether I'm at my front door, whether I'm out of town, it don't matter. I'm gonna need a team of security. I'm gonna put that on one of my monthly expenses. Security, motherfucker. That's who it is. I'm not driving nowhere. I'm not doing none of that, nigga. I need a chauffeur.
If the podcast blows up, people like Michelle won't be able to pull up on Rich. So
he's gonna have security
like to pull up
everywhere.
On Rich,
everywhere. I'm gonna have 3 dudes everywhere I go. Who, I'm not saying that they want to be shot, but who
are down to put their life on the line.
Yeah,
Feel that. If you could, this is just a random question, but if you could choose, if money was not an issue, other than security or including security, what 3, what is the word I'm looking for? 3
destinations.
No, security, nigga. What else? Why would it be a destination?
I don't know.
3 amenities.
What 3 services would you have in your life?
Chauffeur. Done fucking driving. Tell you that right, goddamn.
Done.
I already said security, so that'd be 1. So chauffeur, security, and shit. I guess we can still go with nanny maid type deal.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah. I do a nanny maid, a therapist, and
money will always be an option.
I need a therapist in my house.
Your therapist was going. My therapist will need a therapist. I'm telling you.
So I'd take a chef, a chauffeur, and a nanny maid. I'm not cooking, dog. And at 3 a.m., I want to be able to call you up and be like, I want something.
Kick you in your motherfucking foot. Call me at 3 a.m. to get
I want something right now, my nigga. Make it. I want protein. I want chicken. I want steak. Make it happen.
You want Jack in the Box, motherfucker. You want McDonald's, because that's what's coming. I'm not coming to cook at 3 a.m.
Okay, well, they call the chauffeur.
Fuck,
yeah, and that's what it be. I'm like, yo, you called the wrong person. That is the chauffeur's job. Tell him to go get you food.
Whoever is getting my burger needs to bring it at 3 a.m. All right, don't matter who gets it.
But it sucks because, I know, going back, I know we touched on it, I think a little bit last week about LeBron saying how he wish he could just do normal people shit.
Yeah.
But imagine being those people, legit, where you can't go anywhere without somebody in your asshole because you're a celebrity, or because they think they see you, or you have to go to places at odd ass times, like fucking 3 a.m. because ain't nobody else here at 3 a.m. So that's when I can go get my food.
That's when I can go to Walmart.
But that's when I can go to Walmart and grocery shop, without being harassed by a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Because honestly, there's nothing like shopping for your own fucking groceries. Seeing what it looks like, you know what I mean? The condition of the meat, which package you want to grab. You don't have that option when you do services, or you have someone shop for you. Yeah.
I want to ask celebrities something like that, or even President Obama. When was the last time you went grocery shopping? Legit had a grocery shopping list.
Type of shopping, because everything fits. It is absolutely my favorite type of shopping. I can walk in there and I literally know.
I absolutely hate grocery shopping.
It's his least. I go down every single fucking aisle. I want to see.
And it's on Netflix.
What is that name?
Love Island. Yeah, Love Island UK.
What is that?
Yeah.
Rich, what's going on?
Bluetooth disconnected.
I was so confused. I'm like, what's on Netflix? What is going on?
What's on Netflix?
It's we are not on Netflix.
I'm
available in the
so
UK.
Confused. I mean, you're good now.
I don't know. I guess somebody hacked my phone and decided to go to Netflix.
Yeah, that was weird.
I'm glad that's where they chose to go. Man.
But anywho, do you remember Pretty Ricky, the band, the group? So Baby Blue, whoa.
That's the one with not Omarion, but what was it?
Pretty Ricky?
No, that was B2K.
Yeah, that was B2K. Pretty Ricky. They have the Hotline song. Anyway, Baby Blue Whoa was recently this week released from prison after serving a little over a year, for receiving a $24 million PPP loan. So yeah,
you only did a year for $24 million.
A year.
I'll do a year for $24 million fucking dollars.
I'm sure he also had to pay it back.
You can't pay something back if you don't have access to it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Because what you're not about to do is make me go to jail and pay it back. Bro, fuck no.
They absolutely will. What do you niggas go to jail all the time and have to come out and pay restitution? Yeah.
I ain't got it, bro. I don't know where it's at, so I'm just locked up. So when I get out,
you back in jail.
I ain't got it.
Figure it out.
You either pay it or
you better get Pretty Ricky together and hit a tour real quick.
About it. When I get out of jail, I don't have a job. I don't have a way of doing shit, so I can't.
They don't give a fuck. That is.
But it's gonna be stashed in the offshore account. I actually got it.
That is the issue with the judicial system and being poor. It is,
and I'm going to another country.
It is a crime to be broke in America.
Can felons get passports?
Can what?
Felons can't get passports.
Not unless they pay off their crime to society.
Right, they go bet the $24 million first.
Like, if you got a restitution, you got to pay that restitution
before you can leave the state.
See, look, they trust you. I got $24 million. I guarantee you I can leave this bitch. I got $24 million. I guarantee you.
Yeah, but the average dude that got $24 in his account.
No, we're not talking about 20. We're not talking about average dude. We talking about the nigga with $24 million. That nigga. That's who's leaving.
If he could, and he had moves to make like that, he wouldn't be asking for $24 million.
No. He got. Didn't he get caught?
Yeah.
Now he's asking for somebody to help him pay it back.
Probably his bandmates.
I don't think he asking nobody to pay it back.
You said what?
I don't think he asking nobody to help him pay it back.
Nah, I mean that's not a headline. I don't know his personal life, but
he hid that shit. He spent a year in jail. He hid that shit, and now he got $24 million.
I mean, kudos to him if that's what he did. But
yeah, he still got paid back.
They're still expecting that to keep him out of jail for any longer. But yes, so circling back before we kind of segued into NBA stuff.
Did anybody die?
Huh?
Did anybody die this week?
Nobody died, actually. No, well, I can't think nobody died, but nobody I know about.
No one reputable that I've seen died. I mean, we had some birds, but we're going to get to that later.
Well, no, I was going to circle around and say, so Haley Jade, Eminem's daughter, got engaged this week. Keisha and Gucci welcomed a baby girl this week. And Kodak Black enrolled in Arizona State University.
Yeah, good to see him doing something.
They're allowing Kodak Black to go to school with people?
You said what?
They're allowing Kodak Black to go to school with people?
Hey, man.
Look, I mean...
I'm sick of the reports and the stories about him doing something wrong. I'm sick of hearing about every time that man does something negative. And not reporting when he gives to charities. Not reporting when he's going to school, not reporting when these young rappers.
I don't think going to school is a good thing. We shouldn't congratulate niggas for going to school.
I don't know.
I think you should. I think somebody who gets that much money early in life and still thinks about like, what if this doesn't work?
Yeah, what's your next move?
Because he had a GED, so falling back on a GED is not going to.
That would imply that going to school actually works. When it doesn't.
Going to school, depending on what you go to school for.
Oh, yeah. If you're excluding jobs like being a doctor, a lawyer, those type of things.
In certain business positions.
Certain jobs you need to go to school for. Like, you need to go to school to learn to be an engineer. You need to go to school to learn.
I don't know what he's studying.
Like, you can't.
So I can't say that it's completely irrelevant. And then I think for your average person,
most degrees are useless.
Is really good for networking. I will always push, if you're gonna go, it's meet people. Go and meet people, because that's what's gonna open way more doors than actually.
And when I say useless, I mean in the sense of you're gonna spend master's degree, $200,000 for a master's degree. Yeah. You're gonna get a job that pays you $42,000 a year. That's a useless degree.
No, I feel that. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what he's going to school for, but
yeah. So that's useless.
At least he's doing something other than.
I mean, he could spend that same amount of money on a chain, and we'd be saying that's useless.
Or getting, a gem implanted into his forehead.
And again, I'm not going down a man.
I would say all useless, but I'm not gonna down him, but I'm not gonna necessarily congratulate him for going to school. School is some shit niggas have been doing for centuries. That's not gonna congratulate you for that.
We've been calling them stupid for a while, and I don't know if that's as a community or just in my household.
Yeah, just in your household. No one else called Kodak stupid.
No, I mean he says that on his songs.
Yeah, he said
he has no one. I've never called him stupid. I'm not gonna congratulate.
That's not the word that he used on his song, but I'm not gonna quote the line from Super Gremlin.
He uses words from Rich's vocabulary.
Yeah, if you listen to the song, you know exactly which line.
Okay,
straight out of your book.
Yeah, it's crazy that the moment you said straight out of my book, I knew exactly what you were talking about.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
that's sad.
Yeah. Well, speaking of rappers, did you see the Billboard 50?
Yeah, that's Yeah.
Yeah.
Dog.
Dumbass.
Right? J. Cole.
Dumb as fuck. Because don't they have? Didn't they put it was either Jay or Kendrick that they put at number one?
Jay is number one.
Jay-Z's number one.
So for the listeners who haven't seen it, Jay-Z was number one. Kendrick was number two. Nas was number three.
Your list is already wrong.
Tupac is number four. Eminem's number five. Number 6 is the Notorious B.I.G. 7 was Lil Wayne. 8 was Drake. 9 was Snoop. And 10 was Nicki Minaj.
Whole list away.
That was just the top 10. It was definitely the top 50. But I mean, even the top 50 is
okay. What is their criteria?
It's Billboard. So it's Billboard. They just say the best MC is. I don't know what the criteria is, but I'm assuming if it's Billboard, it has to be based off the top,
record sales.
And not necessarily sales, but yeah,
it definitely can't go for record sales.
It would have to be
top maybe how long you've been at number one, how many
number
ones.
So I'm not
how many number ones, because Nicki Minaj is in the top 10, but Nicki Minaj has no awards, so there's, you know what I mean, there's
because if that were the case, then Drake would have been number one. No one has more number one hits than Drake.
Again, they're probably still taking longevity and longevity in this thing.
Career,
right? Career length.
I'm not saying career longevity wise, everyone who's there doesn't deserve to be in someone's list. It's just that's not my list.
I agree.
The moment you said Kendrick Lamar was number 2, I instantly said your list was trash.
You don't like K-Dot?
He's not number 2. That has nothing to do with me not liking the nigga. He's not the second best rapper of all time.
Kung Fu Kenny?
Yeah, well, would he put Kung Fu Kenny? That's what I asked him.
Yeah, that doesn't make him the second greatest rapper of all time.
You didn't say where you putting Kung Fu Kenny on your list.
He's not top 2. He's not top 10. I'm just saying. He's not. Ooh. Not on my list. Jay ain't number 1. Yeah, I can tell you 5 other rappers that I think are better than Jay. But I
can tell you 5 better rappers better than Jay. You ready?
Dylon,
and Dylon.
I knew that was coming. Rich
didn't. I got him.
I don't even know if I want to talk about this anymore. It's just gonna give me a headache.
That's hilarious.
I'm surprised they even put Nicki on the list.
And at 10?
Yeah. And at 10 at that.
This is
I don't. If we're talking all time, I don't see how Missy's not on that list.
So Missy is number 19.
Nigga, you telling me there's 19 people better than Missy Elliott?
Ja you want to hear? You telling me there's 50 people better than me?
18. Yeah, Ja Rule's not on the list at all.
Yeah, of course. Ja Rule, shut up. You don't talk about this list.
50 Cent made the list and Ja Rule didn't. That's what
50 should make the list.
So wait, the people they put above Missy. Number 18 is Ice Cube. 17 is 50 Cent. 16 is Scarface. 15 is J. Cole.
Jermaine
14
Cole.
is LL Cool J.
Jermaine Cole is number 15 on this list.
Yes.
Throw the whole fucking list away, bro.
13 is Rakim. 12 is Andre 3000, and 11 is Ye.
Rakim is no. Stop. This is dumb. This list is dumb. Missy should definitely be over Nicki.
I mean, I think they should minimally swap. Minimally, and maybe
I would say minimally
further down.
You can take Cole and yo Kung Fu, them two niggas.
Swap them.
Yes, there's no way. There's no. J. Cole is number 15.
So I'm not gonna hold you, dog. After listening to like Cole and Kendrick all week, I slightly give the edge to Kendrick.
You also smoke every day, so it doesn't.
I do.
Hey.
And I listen to J. Cole every day. And I'm not
you also
saying
smoke every day, and you're inebriated at some point in the day. So your opinion doesn't.
I'm inebriated right now.
But inebriated at all points.
That has nothing to do with my point as to why I think.
It has everything to do. Your brain has been
that hit me harder than J. Cole hit.
Your brain isn't functioning. That's why.
You go listen to Father Time and then tell me how you feel after listening to that.
Wow.
What else we got?
So this is completely like switching topics, but another spy balloon was shot down near Alaska today. So whatever's happening is happening
real time.
In real time.
Because China already said, y'all not going to keep shooting these balloons down. That wasn't the exact words that they said.
China said, let us spy in peace, goddammit.
Right. It's so funny to me because I was watching the news and they were like, yeah, they shot the first one down. They weren't sure what China's intentions were. Nigga, to spy.
You didn't know what their intentions were after the balloon?
China said, look, stop shooting our goddamn spy planes down, motherfucker.
Yeah,
this is the Magic School Bus experiment, all right?
And we'll see.
We also had to intervene. The U.S. had to intervene in I seen it. Was it Korea? Fuck, I'll go back and read the article. But China was getting ready to fuck another country up, and the U.S. had to intervene.
Oh well.
I'll go find the article.
We'll see. Yeah, I'm not sure. I just tried to do a quick Google, nothing came up, but we'll see. I feel like that's like life in America. It's like we're just out here fucking with niggas. We'll see what happens. Stay tuned. All right, so AMC is now, because first of all, I don't know if you've noticed, but movie theaters since COVID have been just slowly shutting down.
AMC got a boost with that stock price.
Yeah, AMC is now going to start to charge people based off of their seat position. So it's safe to say that movie theaters are the next complete industry to disappear in the 5 to 10 years.
I'm not gonna hold you.
I don't even see them being around 10 years.
I'm really surprised and like flabbergasted that movie theaters even still exist.
Yeah,
it's the stock market. It's
before the pandemic. Like, I'm surprised that even before the pandemic, they were still up and operating. The moment companies like Netflix came out, I'm surprised. And when Amazon started putting movies damn near directly, like just say release from theaters straight to the streaming app or whatever, I'm legit surprised that movie theaters withstood the test of time.
Yeah,
And
once Disney
because
got in the game, I thought everything else shut the fuck down.
even when during the pandemic when movies were coming out, you could still just watch them from home. They would just release them on whatever company, whatever company had whatever streaming device they got or whatever program they got. They just do it. So whenever Disney dropped a new movie, they would just release it on a Disney app. Like we don't need to go take it to the movie theater.
They might charge you for it, but they
not might. They still charge you $30 for it. But I mean that's.
But I mean, and when I say might, and it's in the sense of even with them releasing things to theaters, it's going to stream so quickly that it's like
and a lot of people wait.
Yeah, we waited to watch Black Panther. Not because we didn't want to see it, but every time we tried to buy tickets, something happened in our house. Like
remember, I very responsibly paid for the tickets
in advance
just for Izzy to get
and Izzy
sick.
was like vomiting all over the place. And then the next time we tried to do it, Snuggles wasn't feeling well, so we said fuck it. But now it's out, and we can watch it on Disney for free.
We sat at home. It was too.
This time we purposely said we're not going to go because we went to go see Avengers, Infinity, Endgame at midnight, right? Because Infinity Wars was like,
right?
Oh, right.
So Endgame, we were like, oh yeah, midnight release, we gonna go watch it. Sat in that motherfucker and was upset. Endgame was not nowhere near worth me going at midnight to watch.
Not at midnight.
Then that's what I'm saying. I was like, I could have waited. I could have waited to watch this shit. And a lot of movies that come out, I can wait to watch.
Yeah,
I'll just wait till they stream.
So I'm not gonna hold you, dog. Like, it was a very hype movie, but I don't know if I don't know if I could watch a movie at midnight because like that level of excitement.
Honestly,
and, like,
anymore, I don't have it in me anymore.
If it was like Infinity Wars week, I could watch at midnight when it dropped because it kept me engaged the entire time.
Yeah.
Endgame was so goddamn boring. Like in certain spots, I was falling asleep.
Yeah, Endgame was a lot, but I really enjoyed Endgame, but because of like how I seen Endgame, I went to see Endgame for my birthday. So like Endgame was the beginning of everything for Brittany realizing like, oh, I really do like being a blerd. Like this is my lifestyle.
Right.
She took me out for that birthday. We went to Awesome Con. And that's where like we ran into the BlurCon table. So like
that's when we were introduced to BlurCon. But yeah, that was a good birthday.
Dog, super lit. Speaking of which, I'm going to reach out to DC Anime Club. See, this is where I'm gonna surprise Rich about doing an anime court live and see if we can get a panel. See if you still don't want to come down to do anime court with your boy, knowing that Chris Sabat is gonna be there. The voice of Vegeta.
Mm-hmm. For Awesome Con. He's trying to get you down for Awesome Con.
This is where I shock you on live air, so you can't say no.
Rich said I can absolutely say no. Rich's dad, where like Izzy like brings her friend to him and is like, can I spend the night? And Rich is like, fuck no.
No. Like, what the fuck? Like, my answer's gonna be the same. Whether you come and ask, whether she came and asked, it's gonna be the goddamn same.
Let it be no.
If anything, I'd rather you come ask so I don't embarrass you in front of your friends.
Exactly.
Well, since your friend had to get embarrassed.
Yeah, so if your friend not embarrassed when I look at you and give you the exact same answer.
Exactly.
No.
So listen, dog, I'm gonna spring this back up on you at the time, just in case you wind up getting replaced.
It's all about time. It's all about timing. So whenever it is, wherever it's at, that's all it's about.
Well,
if I'm coming out there, no.
Like it's definitely here.
I'm already making a trip out there for BlurCon.
Yeah, in July. This is in June. It's a month before. Exactly a month before.
No, I can't make a trip. No, and then you're talking about exactly a month before. I got Izzy's birthday, which is the 26th of May. I have Brittany's birthday, and then I have our anniversary.
When's Britt's birthday?
Huh?
When's Britt's birthday?
The 16th
of June.
Mm-hmm.
She's a Gemini.
Yeah, you know that.
I love her.
You know that?
No, I mean I probably did, but
yeah. Her and Izzy both.
As you pointed out earlier, I smoke a lot, so
yeah, we know.
But
So
I'm
yeah,
also
her and Izzy both.
July, so you
But
guys
right, and
can
then
add that into-
right after Brittany's birthday, there's Father's Day. That's one. Yeah, and then we have our wedding anniversary right after that. Yeah, so
No, I feel
I
that
won't even have
Paul's
time.
birthday picks up. We don't stop till September either. So
That's why
I
I'm
get
glad
it.
BlurCon is in July before my birthday because
Yeah.
that's the only time I'm able to go.
See, con season starts for me after my birthday. So it's like we went to our first one for my birthday, and then it starts after, like, you know, that May, June section for us. So like we trying to find other things, and like we're gonna try to push out more anime court content so that way we do get to pick up and go to more cons and like do more stuff.
Well, speaking of cons, one of the most viral trends right now are those red boots. Have you seen them?
Oh, the Astro Boy boot.
Yeah,
Those the Astro Boy ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you wear them?
No.
No? Not even for cosplay?
Nope. Oh no, because I mean, if I'm going as Astro Boy, yeah. But this year's the Wizard King. I've actually decided. Breaking news! I'm gonna wear 2 cosplay costumes.
Oh.
Day 1, I'm going to be the Wizard King.
Friday.
And then so that's Friday. And then
Shout out to
Saturday, we want to be a special guest. We'll see,
Oh.
you know, y'all got to, but
I'm excited. And make sure Sunday you stay for brunch.
oh yeah, Sunday will only be brunch, friend time, and then on the plane to leave.
All right.
So
Yeah.
listen,
That's why I'm in the gym, because you know I make fun of people at BlurCon. So if you're at BlurCon, so you know Richard does make fun of people at BlurCon.
Nah, bro, I've been hitting the gym. I've been stocking up.
I've been working out too, and
protein.
honestly, I have noticed just in podcast alone, my face looks smaller. And every time I get in front of the camera, I'm like, oh god, that double chin is almost gone. I'm working on shit over here.
As a podcast team, we are held together by Brad and his
his workout support.
Yeah, the support group. I haven't posted in it in a while. I'm going to though, but I'm still doing my push-ups.
I have like a ton of fucking apples.
I started editing videos for my actual fitness page.
Yeah, facts.
And even that took.
What's that
Even
name?
that took.
That fitness page one more time.
Yeah, my Fat to Fit page with Rich on Instagram. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's some underscores and stuff in there.
And then we'll put it up here again.
We'll put them up.
Just gonna leave it to Britt. She got it. She can get it eventually.
I got it.
I started editing learning how to edit videos for that. And even that took a little bit of backseat because I'm like, look, this is a lot of goddamn editing. This is a lot of videos. You know, I got a lot of shit. This is a lot.
Yes.
Because I got to shoot the video. I have to work out, do the workout, shoot the video, edit the video, post the video. Like, come on, man. That's a lot. I'm going to find me somebody else to do it. To actually.
Oh, you need a social media manager.
Record it and edit it. And I just want to shoot them the videos, let them edit it, make them get the cool little
Archie
voices and
where
shit.
are you?
Stop it. Anyway, yeah, that's all I have for this week. So Tuesday we will not be live, but I will be dropping a special Black by Black business kind of special.
Happy Valentine's
Tuesday.
It's Valentine's Day, so we won't be here. Yeah. You know, check out the marriage episode if you want to learn more about Rich and Brittany and Jamal and I and our views on marriage, as well as some of our other guests. But
and how we got here, like I thought it was very interesting here, not just Rich's but Brittany's story of how they got together. Because like I've heard bits and pieces. I'm sure y'all have heard bits and pieces. Like we've heard that story from both sides of like that run and how Brittany says, "Oh, I only get paid for 3 miles." Never knowing that 3 miles left off with her fucking with Rich. And like,
yes,
that
it started off with her fucking with me. Yes.
That's hilarious.
So like hearing that whole story made me laugh. Like I'm a completionist at heart.
I was minding my business.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a completionist, I left many holes in our meeting story, but that shit was taking way too long, so I rushed through it.
Yeah.
Anywho,
we got a whole storybook story.
Hit somebody with the
right. Right. But we will be back on Saturday with more Shit Talk Saturday, keeping it real. We will have a new episode of that. Anime Court will be coming out with some content. But until next time, guys, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay unapologetically black.